Okay, so when you get a second, log on to the class website. Okay, open up the midterm materials folder that you see right below assignment sheets. You'll see a bunch of files in there. First file is the review packet everyone has a copy of right now. In case you lose it or maybe you left it at school but want to do something with it at home, there's an extra copy there. Midterm review times, if you want to open that up, go right ahead. You will see all the review times that I will be available other than after school. I will be here, obviously, all this week after school. This Saturday from 12 to 3, I'll be here. And Monday before the test, I'll be here 9 to 12:15. Tuesday and Thursday do not apply to you guys because our midterm will be done by then. That's for my Algebra 2 students. It is a come and go as you please. Don't feel you have to stay the full 3 hours or 3 hours and 15 minutes. All right, that's a come and go as you please. If you do decide to come to one of these review sessions, one of two things needs to happen. One, you have questions prepared for me to answer. Two, you have questions that you just want to do and have a quiet place to do the questions. It is not a place to come up to me and say, could you print me off quadrilateral questions? All right, that's something you can email me ahead of time and I'll print them up for you by the time you get there. All right, that's not the time to do so during the review session though. Okay, the review session is either to ask me predetermined questions or for you guys just to try some questions out on your own. All right, so Saturday and Monday, those are the extra times other than after school I'll be here. Questions on those? I'm not going to print them out. You guys know they're on Aspen now. All right, the next one is a link to the construction videos I told you about. You can just skip over these first 5 videos. I think Miss Venezia was just doing something for her own class when she was absent one day. So it starts at equilateral triangle. Again, I can't stress this enough. There are some things on here, like here you go, rotations and finding center of rotation. That's second semester. That's second half of the year. All right, so don't freak out. Oh, we never did this. How am I going to know how to do it? You don't have to do it. All right, you know the ones you have to do. All right, here's isosceles triangle, parallel line, centroid. And if you have a question, if you need to know it or not, ask. All right, or drop me a quick email. I'll let you know if you need to know the construction or not, if it was part of the first half of the year or not. Okay, again, I am not going to review any constructions in class, but I will review a construction if you come during a review time. Absolutely. All right, all good so far. Seat numbers, where are you going to be sitting in Gym A? If you want to do that right now, you can open up the period 8 seat numbers. And on your midterm review packet, there is a space on the front cover to write in where you are sitting. So if you want to take that moment right now, some of us are in row P, some of us are in row Q. Last thing you want to do, day of exam, walk into Gym A, walk up to me and say, where am I sitting? Go ahead. All right. You better know your alphabet and know who you're sitting behind then, because I'll ignore you. Okay. If you don't know where you're sitting for your midterm. All right. That's something you should come in already written down somewhere, ready to go. Okay. I just don't have the patience for that stuff the day of the midterm. Okay. Everybody good? Because I put my materials on Q1, Mike. Okay. Other questions? Okay, so that's all on there. If you ever forget your seat number, it's on there. You can look at it before you enter Gym A. Everybody good? So everyone's got what's under midterm materials? Okay, so you guys can shut down your laptops for me. We're all good there. A couple other things I need to go over. Okay, I'm going to start right on your front page of your packet with the time, 1 to 3. I'm going to ask if you guys are not coming to the review session before, that you get there a little bit before 1, probably 15 to 20 minutes early before 1 o'clock, because if the gym is available and where all the teachers and I have set up, we're going to get you in there a little earlier than 1 o'clock. right? Most of you guys are freshmen in here. You have not gone through this process before. You can only bring in your supplies and water. Backpacks, hats, cell phones, everything else, leave them out. All right, leave them outside Gym A. You're not going to be able to bring them in. You'll walk into Gym A, you find your row, you find your seat number, and you sit into the desk and wait for further instructions. All right? I can't stress this enough to some of you guys in here. Everyone see where this bad boy ends. Doesn't end at 3:05. Doesn't end at 3:10 or 3:15. Manage your time. All right, because we're taking the exam at 3 o'clock, whether you're done or not. Should you need 2 hours? I doubt it. Okay, as soon as you'll see the setup of the when you see the setup of the test, I don't think you'll need 2 hours, but you have it, but you don't get any more. All right, manage your time. Yep. For a Regents exam, yes. This is not a Regents exam. This is a midterm. Okay. Midterms, you only get 2 hours. I believe, I have to check on this, but I don't think it should affect you anyway. I think you can leave after an hour and a half, but if you're leaving after an hour and a half, either things weren't real well or things went real bad. Okay, not many people leave the honors geometry one after an hour and a half. Okay, or you don't care, I should put it that way. So right till 3 o'clock. If you show up late, let's say you show up at 1:15, 1:30, test still ends at 3 o'clock for you. All right, test still ends at 3. Any questions on the time? Place, expectations, okay, what to bring? Everything's right there, a checklist the night before. Go through the checklist on Sunday night and make sure you have everything you need. Okay, pens, blue or black. Everything, and you may want to jot this down, everything is done in pen, except graphs and constructions. Those are the only things I'm allowing to do in pencil. And if you're wondering why I need everything done in pen, there's 2 reasons. One is that's how the Regents is done. So I just rather have you guys have practice with writing everything in pen. And 2, not that this has ever happened, but I just got to cover my bases. I hand back the midterm next Friday, and you've done something in pencil, and maybe we erase it real quick when I'm not looking and write the correct stuff, and you say, hey, I had the correct stuff. I'm never going to know. Okay, so that's why I keep it in pen. If you'd like to do it in pencil and go over it in pen, that's fine. Highlighters, completely acceptable on the midterm. Yep.
If it is a question where it's just looking for an answer, can you do your work in pencil and then just copy?
Multiple choice, you can do whatever you want. But I'm going to give you guys bubble sheets. That's got to be done in pen. Like a part 3 question where you got to show your work and give me the answer, that's all in pen, unless it's a construction or a graph. Yep. That's fine. You can bring those in. Yep.
How do you clear your calculator?
We're going over that today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday. Okay. Compass. Make sure, obviously, your own. You know how to use it. You've had practice in using it. I'll tighten it if you need to at the exam. A straight edge, your A game, and no excuses. Okay. The calculator, before I show you how to clear the memory, it's charged or it has batteries, fresh batteries in there. All right. Please don't let it die during the exam. All right. Because my next question to you guys, guess how many extras I'm bringing of everything? Correct. Nothing. I am not going to bring any extras with me. All right. There's no need to. Everyone's all set. If you need to borrow something, come to a review session before and I'll definitely hook you up. All right. But I'm not hooking anybody up at Gym A. Okay. Have your calculators out. Let's practice this. At some point before you start the exam, at some point, I don't know, I'm in charge of this test because there's going to be other tests in there other than you guys, and I'm in charge of this one. So I'll read some directions saying, your cell phone goes off or put this away, no communication devices. And part of my instructions is going to be, okay, clear your calculators. All right. When you go to clear your calculators, second plus, again, second plus, you'll want number 7. Second plus, you want number 7, reset. And here's the big moment for you. You have to scroll over to all. All right, don't hit enter on all RAM. Scroll it over to the right to all. All memory, that's your only option. And then reset number 2. It'll take a couple, I don't know, 30 seconds or so. It'll say RAM clear. Not hopefully it says MEM cleared on theirs. Anybody have RAM cleared on theirs? Okay, we're just going to have to, that button on the back of your calculator there, Bella, we're just going to have to press that when we're ready. If you take your cover off on the back, there's a little button that you can press with your pencil. You see that little button that resets it? You don't have to do it now, but during the exam. Okay, that'll reset all your memory. Okay, I want to see the MEM cleared screen when I walk up and down the aisle in Gym A. That's the screen I want to see. That's up on your calculator screen right now. Okay. If I have to stop and review those instructions with you, I will have the microphone with me. And I will let everybody in Gym A know that we can't follow instructions. Okay, as I stand over you. All right, just like asking me your seat number. There's little things that drive me insane. And two of them are not knowing how to clear your calculator. Where am I sitting? Okay, that just shows me there was zero preparation for our midterm. All good? We'll do this again tomorrow. Zach. On the, did yours say MEM cleared? Or did it say RAM cleared? Okay, then yes, you have to press the button on the back of your calculator. Okay? When you press it on the back? Okay, that's fine. I'll know that going ahead of time, so RAM cleared's fine. And I don't know if anyone's ever told you the reason you do clear your calculator's memory is because you can store notes or formulas in your calculator.
I also pressed the button and it still says RAM.
That's fine. I'll know that ahead of time. Okay. Or maybe I need to look into those type of calculators to figure out how to clear the whole memory. I'll look into it. Any other questions? Going? Okay, we'll do that again tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. Any questions on your materials? My suggestion would be Sunday night, put them all in a Ziploc bag. You can't go wrong. Bring them right into the test. Okay? Okay, if you haven't done so already, take a look at the test format. It's only 39 questions. That's why I say I don't know if really 2 hours is fully needed, but you have it. Part 1, those are going to be 16 multiple choice, all on a bubble sheet I'll give you beforehand. Okay, that'll be all in a bubble sheet. 14 open-ended questions, no partial credit. You'll write in the answer on an answer blank that we provide for you. All right, so as you can start in the C right now, if you add up parts 1 and 2, that's 60 out of the 100 points, no partial credit. Okay? And then you have parts 3, 4, and 5, which you can obviously read how many points and questions there are. 100 points total. We will not curve it. What I mean by that is if you get a 72, you get a 72. Okay, we're not going to curve it up just to make the grades look good. Yep. These I won't look for work. Part 2 I won't. I'll just look at your answer booklet. Oh, you can show it, yeah, but I'm not going to look for the work. Okay, here is where you can get parts 3, 4, and 5 is where you show as much work as possible in case you need to get partial credit. Okay, and as you can see, we put 3 proofs on there. Am I going to tell you what they are? Absolutely not. Yep. I'm not going to reveal anything there. If there is a graphing one you need, I will have graph paper already on there for you. Okay, but there will be 3 proofs on there. Other questions? And just so you know as well, I told first period this too, when it says question, like 4 questions, 1 question, that could include a construction. Okay, let's not forget about our compass too. Okay, that could include a construction there. Yes?
It might be like question and then A, B, C.
Possibly, yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else? Yep.
What makes the honors geometry one more difficult?
The type of questions, absolutely. Yep. If you compare my geometry AB kids with the BC midterm, you'd probably tell it's a lot more we expect out of the BC one. All right. Yep.
Are the questions in this like a good measure of difficulty in comparison to the ones on the test?
I think these are, here's how I always put it. The amount of effort you put in to prepare for this will reflect in the grade you get. So if you don't put much effort in it, don't be, how did I fail? I don't get it. Well, you just woke up Monday and came to the exam. Let me see your review. My answer would be, let me see your review packet, and we'll see how much blanks you had in there. That's probably why you got the grade that you did. Okay. But if you've already looked through the review packet, I'm going to pat myself on the back and Miss Venezi on the back. This is no joke. This review packet, we go unit by unit, formulas you need, vocabulary you should know, theorems used, and then we give you a slew of practice questions to try out. Every unit's like that, all 6 of them. Okay, no stone unturned here. Everything you have, you need. All right. You're not going to see anything new, brand new that we haven't shown you on the review on the midterm. Okay. Anything else about the setup here before we get down to business? Okay, before we get down to business, I'm just showing you what I'm doing here because you guys may ask different topics than period 1 did this morning. I am doing a 1 continuously stream of notes that I'll post on Aspen under class notes. So they asked me a couple topics today. Here are their stuff right here. I'm going to post it, and I'll post both videos on the YouTube channel. So I got a period 1 video and a period 8. So if you ever want to take a look, hey, what did period 1 do here? Maybe I should ask this topic tomorrow in class. All right, you can do so. All right, because we don't do the same. Okay, if you guys want to ask the same stuff, fine. If not, I'll go on a different direction than they went. All right, so both classes will be up on the YouTube channel, and under class notes for midterm review, I'll just put together both classes' notes, right, that they asked me. All right, no assignment sheet because there's no homework this week. This is really on you guys to set up your own study schedule. I'll take specific topics. I'll take specific questions out of here, and we'll get rolling. Let's start us off, Maddie. Where are we going? Coplanar and non-coplanar, sure. Coplanar are, so here you go. Let me just use this one. I'm just going to use this as a diagram, not the actual question though. Okay, so if I ask for 3 points that are coplanar, 3 points that are coplanar, I could do something like G, F, and E. G, F, and E, because G, F, and E form this plane right here, okay? If I wanted to do 3 points that are non-coplanar, I could go, let's see, G, A, D. All right, G, A, D, they do not form a plane here. Okay? They have 3 points that form, or more, that form a plane. Okay? I could also go coplanar. Remember, it's just not the ones that are showing. Remember, we cut it diagonally too. So you could say F, E, H, B are coplanar. You see that plane that is going like this now. Okay, that's cutting it, slicing it. Yes, Mike. G, A, and D, what type of plane? No, that would go down the G, A, C, D. Would be that one. No, I'm just saying, if I wanted to do that diagonal one you're talking about, it would be G, A, and C, D. Not G, A, and I guess we call it, how about I do this then? G, A, H. Nope, that's still going. G, A. Let's see, what's going to be? Or how about I just get rid of G and A and I just go G, C, B. How about that? G, C, B. There we go. Because I could go G, A, C, D. Yep. Good, Maddie? Okay. Coplanar question. More. Yep, Bella?
Are all the points
All the points on a line, the same. Yes. Michelle.
I just had a question about halves of
You sure?
I don't understand.
Okay. Is there anything proof-wise?
There weren't any proofs with the conservation.
Complementary, supplementary. Let's see. Okay. I guess we'll have to go somewhere else here. Okay. Nope, 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 no. Okay. All right, here we go. This would be something that I could use halves of equal quantities on. And again, how do I know, or how am I always alerted to halves of equal quantities? Go ahead, Michelle.
When something bisects something,
Two angles or two sides being bisected, yes. So in this case, I have both DCB and DAB being bisected. Good? Okay, and what's the theorem you're asking me about? Halves of? Okay, so if I'm going to take halves of these two, they better be equal, which they do tell me in the givens. So that's the first thing I check for. What I'm taking half of should be equal to each other. And in this case, they are because it's givens. It's given. So the next thing I say is, okay, what's half of each then? What's half of DCB? What's half of those equal quantities? So if I take half of DCB, I'm either going to tell you DCA or angle S. And I'm going to tell you angle S because that's the one I'm trying to involve in the proof statement. So I'm going to say angle S. And what's half of DAB? Well, it's either DAC or angle R. And I'm going to tell you angle R because that's the one I need in the proof statement. And that's not by halves of equal quantities. I know angle S is a half of DCB and angle R is a half of DAB because they told me CA bisect. So this is going to be by definition of a bisector. Good. And now what happens when I take halves of two equal quantities? They are congruent or equal. Yep. And that's when I end up using halves of equal quantities are equal. So there's two. If you identify on the midterm that you need to use halves of equal quantities are equal, say to yourself, two things have to happen. What I'm taking half of, are they equal? Do I have that written down? And am I taking half of them? Okay, by definition of a bisector, definition of angle bisector, okay, might be given. Good? Okay. Next up, topic-wise, here we go, Ava. Skew lines, I can, not up here, but maybe I can go back to my notes here. Okay. Skew lines. Do not intersect. Are not parallel. And you're probably thinking, how in the world can that happen? All right. and not on the same plane. How can that happen? Yes. They look parallel to me. Okay. They look parallel to me. And that's another one I can put the going from corner to corner here. Put the plane in there so they could be co. What I'm talking about is, ready? GF and CD. Ready? GF, CD. They're definitely not parallel, right? And why won't they intersect? Remember, this is three-dimensional, right? So this is going to go above and this is going to shoot underneath it. Okay, so they would, and they're not on the same plane. So CD and GF would be skew lines. Okay. Bella? AB? No, she said AE. Oh, you did? Oh, I thought you said AE. Yes, A. Then you are correct. Then AB and HD. I thought you said AE and HD. I was like, oh, those are parallel. So, but no, AB and AE and AB and yes, skew. One goes here, one goes behind. Yep, Mike.
Okay, I'm still confused with the non-coplanar GCB. Those are also diagonal.
GCB. GF. Maybe I just picked a bad example here. Four non-coplanar points. Oh, now we're okay. Four's BAHF. As long when I say B, take a look. Four non-coplanar points. B, A, and H are coplanar, right? But then I add in F, and no good. B, A, H, G, no good. All right. I guess if we put in 4 points, that's fine. I should have probably changed that question to 4 points then. All right. As long if 3 out of the 4 are on there, doesn't matter. As long as the fourth one's not on that coplanar with it, no good. Bella. To name 4 points? Well, 4 of them? Well, you could still, it doesn't matter if H is B, A, D, G. Right? I could name 3 that are on the same plane, and as long as the fourth one's not, it's still all 4 are considered non-coplanar. Okay? Grace, let's do this. Chapter, you got a page at least for me? Get there quicker. Page 22, everybody. Page 22, number. So the answers here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have a question about this.
Yep.
It's like the second sentence says angle AC.
Yep. Let's see. 1 and 2 are complementary. Well, if you're going to say, what's your reason going to be for angle 1 and 2, angle 2 and 3 being complementary? Okay. If you use, complementary angles add up to 90, then I would need that step in there.
So that would be, so you can't.
If you didn't have it in there, for me, it wouldn't have been a big deal. But it would have been a big deal if, say, for reason 3, your reason for them being complementary would have been complementary angles add to 90.
But definition of complementary is fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Maddie?
On page 20, question 11.
Thank you.
It's a fairly easy question. I didn't show nearly as much work as the answer key had on it. I was just wondering like how much work we actually have to show.
If A and B are complementary, I don't know, x plus x equals 90. Solve it. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Bella?
My question kind of goes along with race. If you're saying something's complementary, can you say like complementary angles form right angles?
As long as previously in the proof you stated you have right angles. That's fine. That's a fine reason as long as you have right angles previously in the proof.
On
Page 27, number 8. This one right here. Yeah, I'm sure there's different. Go ahead. I'm sure there's different ways.
Angle 4 was congruent to angle 1 because the parallel lines imply alternate exterior angles.
Yep.
And then I said angle 5 is congruent to angle 1 because parallel lines imply corresponding angles are congruent.
That's good. And then substitution. Yep. Yep. A lot of different ways to get 5 and 4. Go ahead, Andrew. Page 10, number 6. Okay, I'm ready. Well, they're not going to say they equal 180 degrees, but they should give you that they're straight lines, yeah. So ACE is a straight line, BCF is a straight line, so you know they add up to 180, yeah. But they won't say they add up to 180, okay? Go ahead, Maddie. Maddie, Michelle, Bella, go.
Okay, on question number 2 on page 50.
Yep.
Why do you multiply by 2/3 after you get the after you do pi tag and you get the like I got b equals 15? Why do you multiply 15 by 2/3?
Okay, well, here, you could do one of two things. You don't have to multiply by 2/3, because if you remember, this is good review too here. Here we go, everybody.